Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another video from me, Lynette Renee Doby, the founder and creator of Right Way Consulting, where we help people connect to their clients using the most powerful and effective tool that we have, the use of the written word. All right, so let's get into it. If you watched my last video, we were talking about how to cure and work on insecurity when it comes to being a business owner. So now I want to follow up with that because I told you I was going to talk about some money. So let's get into it. So if you are from an interesting background, maybe it was a scarcity or a lack mindset background, and what those two mean is basically, you might have heard your parents or someone around you say, oh well, we can't do this because we can't afford, we can't do this because there's not going to be enough for this. You may trickle that into your activities as an adult, and specifically as it relates to this video as a business owner. So we just want to talk about how to kind of eradicate that and work on it, because it is going to be a process to heal it, because it was a process to get you here. It's going to be a process to heal it. So before we go ahead and get started, do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe, and also you can hit the bell notification icon that lets you know when I've uploaded something new. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. So just like we said in the last video, in order to work on something, you have to realize it's an issue. Now with this one, we're going to take it a little bit deeper. I want you to think about the moments in your childhood or in your past, early adulthood even, where you begin to view money as something that wasn't abundant, as something that was not always flowing, or as something that you had to kind of watch and kind of just really have a negative connotation with it in your mind and in your interaction. I want you to think about when that exact moment was. And was it predicated by stress? Was it predicated by fear? Was it predicated by just the reality of life? Because once you define when exactly money began to look to you in a different sort of way, then you can counteract it with positive mantras, positive affirmations, but also anything that will help shift that internal belief within you. Because the way that you see money is the way that you will continuously hold it in your mind, and it will inhibit some of your business efforts. So for instance, when I was younger, I was the youngest of 3 children. And so whenever I wanted to do something, it felt like there was never any money to do it. My sister was doing trumpet, orchestral instruments, violin, every single thing. My brother was doing all the sports, soccer, things of that nature. And just seeing when it came to me, there was just not enough funds to go around. So honey, I was out of luck. So ironically, that's how I fell in love with writing. Writing became that outlet for me. It became that place where I could be myself and I could do it for free. So that's really cool. So maybe I'll do another video about that, linking your passion to the monetization of your business. But let me stay on track. See, I got so many things going on, but let me stay on track. So consequently, it became an issue for me. I would always think that I could never do certain things because there was never any money allocated for me. And that transitioned into adulthood, unfortunately. And sometimes I would find myself saying, well, I can't do this, or I shouldn't do this, da, da, da. So because I had that knowledge of what happened back in the day with me in childhood, and I paired it with instances that reinforced those experiences and the knowledge that I gained about money, I really was able to reverse engineer and say, no, money is infinite. Money is all around me. I read in a book, I think it was an Iyanla Van Zant book, and she was saying that she and her girlfriend, to counter their lack or scarcity mindset, they would look at trees and every leaf would represent $1. So they would say, money is all around me. And I like that. So find something that works for you. But just realize, if you are in the financial situation that you're in and you don't like it, you're there because you chose to be there. And like I said in the last video, that's a hard pill to swallow, but it is really the truth. So definitely just make sure you counter your thoughts with regards to money and realize that it's infinite and it's flowing. Okay, how that translates to business is it's time to stop accepting the clients that cannot afford you. I know, I can attest to this. When you first start your business, hey, you want to work with any and everybody. Look, they got $1, it would make you holler. You would be like, you know what I'm saying? Especially as a freelance writer. Oh, please, you'd be all over it. Yeah, I can do that for you. Da, 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 da. That will keep you unfulfilled. It'll keep you resenting your business. And most importantly, and most critically, it will keep you broke. Go for what it is that you know. If you know, because of your specialized skill, that you are worth X, stop getting Z. Okay? So stop just grabbing for anything, because that undermines the quality and the integrity of your work. Now, not integrity in terms of character, no. Integrity in the more technical meaning, like if something compromises the integrity of a machine, then it won't work. Like if someone uses it incorrectly. The same thing applies with your skill and your ability. Your integrity can be compromised by you not getting the client or working with the clients that you know you should be working with. And I'm being like this with you all because this was me. I'm talking to myself. I'm looking at myself as I record this, and I'm also talking to myself because I really had to get out of that. So you know, if you're in the X amount of range, stay there. And if someone can't afford you, it's totally fine. Refer them to someone else who's maybe at another position in their career and they feel like they are able to assist that client. There's always something you can do. So just make sure you do not settle. Okay, number 2. And number 3, know your value and know it with pride. This was something for me. Let me just give you my pedigree really quickly. I'm a master's degree holding writer. I've written for film and TV. I've ghostwritten for people. I've produced my own things. You may see something floating around on YouTube, but I've been in production. I produce media spots for clients. I just did one for a client recently. I'll probably put it up on this channel in a couple days. I'm waiting for it to get final edit. But I see things and I tell stories. And so because of my experience in film and TV, it makes for an interesting sort of mashup of skill. And so I would be accepting things that just did not match. Let me be clear. I'd be accepting client work that didn't match with my pedigree and what it is that I offer and bring to the table. Everybody's always talking about bringing something to the table. So make sure that when you onboard a client or any interaction that you have, it could even be a networking event. You know your value. Don't let you be the one person in the room that's sleeping on you. Okay, so just in summation, because I'm not trying to be rambling here, but in summation, don't postulate or put money up so high that you just think, oh, I'll get there eventually. No, start off strong when you know your value. Okay, that will just really be a huge thing that could assist you in your development as an entrepreneur. So if you are a creative who's wanting to go into business for themselves, if you are just a startup, anywhere that you are in business, this is a lesson that's very valuable for you. I've heard a lot of good things about the book Profit First, because I always want to give you all some resources. I've heard a lot of good things about the book Profit First. That's really helped me. I haven't finished reading it, but I've heard like it's a really good resource. There is a guy by the name of Chris Do. Dio is his last name, and he has so many amazing videos about how to properly price your services, especially if you're a creative entrepreneur. So I think his background is in graphic design and video production, but I found a lot of benefit for it. So I recommend him. And also, again, I'm a huge proponent of therapy. Talk it out. Is there a reason why you're only stuck at a certain level? Is it, for me, I was sometimes uncomfortable with asking for my value. And I had to, once again, trace it back to childhood, where there were some issues with me feeling worthy, feeling enough. And so that's how I was able to pinpoint it all and hopefully make these videos to help you. So literally, I don't believe in keeping y'all if that's all that I have. So that's all that I got. Once again, my name is Lynette Renee Dobie. I am the founder and creator of Right Way Consulting. You can check me out at www.rightwayconsulting.net. You can see all the services that I offer and all the things that I do. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to assist you. So literally, the the end of the video, and I will see you in my next upload. Peace and blessings.